Everyone in the town knew about Blackridge Asylum. It had been abandoned since the late 1970s after reports of patient abuse, strange deaths, and one night when every patient in Ward 6 disappeared without explanation. 30 years later, a night security contractor named Daniel was hired to watch the property while developers planned to tear it down. The building looked like it was rotting from the inside out, paint peeled from the walls like dead skin. Rusted beds were still strapped with leather restraints. The air smelled like mold, mixed with something metallic. Blood. Daniel walked the halls with only a flashlight and a radio that barely worked. The beam of light crawled across wheelchairs, broken IV stands, and doors with deep scratch marks, like someone had tried clawing their way out. Then he reached Ward 6. The door was still chained shut, but the chain was lying on the floor. Daniel pushed the door open slowly. Inside were rows of empty beds, their sheets stiff with age. The walls were covered in disturbing drawings, faces with hollow eyes and screaming mouths drawn over and over again. In the center of the room sat a single wheelchair facing the wall. Daniel called out, "Hello?" The wheelchair slowly turned, on its own. Sitting in it was a figure strapped down with old leather belts. Its head hung forward, hair covering its face. The skin was gray, stretched tight across bone. Daniel whispered, "This place was empty decades ago." Then the figure spoke, in a dry, cracked whisper. "Not all of us." Its head snapped upward. Its mouth opened far too wide, the jaw cracking as if it had never moved in decades. The smell of rot filled the air as its eyes rolled back into white. The lights in the hallway suddenly flickered. Then the hospital intercom, which had been dead for decades, crackled to life. A distorted voice echoed through the building. "Patient from Ward 6 has escaped." Daniel turned to run. But the hallway was no longer empty. All the patient room doors were open, and standing inside each one were pale figures watching him. Some twisted, some missing limbs, all smiling. Behind him, he heard the wheelchair scraping closer across the floor. Slow, metal against tile. He looked back. The chair was empty. Then he felt something breathing directly behind his ear. A voice whispered, "You're the new patient now."